Hello everyone, in this video I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Moeed Pirzada to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Moeed Pirzada's words. Today's developments are connected to India, Pakistan, Iran, US dynamics, Europe, and there's also a very interesting comment from China regarding the 7th of May 2025 India-Pakistan war, a 3-day or 4-day war, with an analysis that was published. I want to cover all these things one after the other. But first, I would request you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Click the bell icon, enable all notifications, open YouTube, and subscribe to the WhatsApp channel I created for direct communication with you, the link to which I share with you often in the description and pinned comments. Now, let's first focus on the developments. Charity begins at home. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Moeed Pirzada's words. Today's developments are connected to India, Pakistan, Iran, US dynamics, Europe, and there's also a very interesting comment from China regarding the 7th of May 2025 India-Pakistan war, a 3-day or 4-day war, with an analysis that was published. I want to cover all these things, one after the other. But first, I would request you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, click the bell icon, enable all notifications, open YouTube, and subscribe to the WhatsApp channel I created for direct communication with you, the link to which I share with you often in the description and pinned comments. Now let's first focus on the developments. Charity begins at home. Let's look at the first development, where a 2-member bench of the Lahore High Court passed a very strange and historical verdict regarding former Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan's bail application. In this ruling, the 2-member bench of the Lahore High Court heard the post-arrest bail application of Imran Khan regarding the events of 9th May 2023. The allegation against Imran Khan is that he is responsible for the events that took place on 9th May 2023. The attack and protests outside the commander's house, the attack on a telecom centre, the attack on the PMLN office, and the attack in Model Town. The prosecution has charged that Imran Khan is responsible for all these events. Before this, an anti-terrorism court, or ATC, in Lahore had rejected Imran Khan's bail application for post-arrest bail in November 2024. Now, the Lahore High Court, which is a constitutional court dealing with legal issues, made its decision in a very interesting way. As you know, I've said many times in my vlogs that after the 26th constitutional amendment, what's left of Pakistan's judiciary is just buildings, what people call the tombs of the courts. This is my analysis, and it's a political analysis. But the logic of Lahore High Court in this case is very interesting, with 2 or 3 key points. The Lahore High Court stated that it has been proven, based on the evidence presented by the prosecution, that the argument of Imran Khan's lawyers, that Imran Khan had already been arrested on 9th May 2023 and was in jail, holds no validity. The court explained that the police witnesses who were part of Imran Khan's convoy testified that Imran Khan had instructed them that if he were arrested, they should attack the state institutions of Pakistan. Now, there are some very interesting points here. The Lahore High Court, in its detailed short order, rejected the bail application a few days ago, but in the detailed order it was stated that even if the evidence was presented late, it did not matter. What is not clear here is whether the evidence from the police witnesses was presented before the Anti-Terrorism Court, or ATC, or not. Was it presented in 2023, or did it come in 2024? Or was it presented for the first time before the Lahore High Court? This is one issue, as it seems to be delayed evidence that the Lahore High Court accepted. Another interesting point is that how often has a High Court accepted evidence from police witnesses in such a high-profile case where someone's post-arrest bail is being considered? In old Pakistan, the usual practice was that police evidence was generally not accepted because police personnel were essentially servants of the state, and their testimony was always seen with skepticism. However, in this case, the police witness's testimony has been accepted. The interesting thing is, what exactly is the evidence presented by these police witnesses? Is it just oral testimony, that they heard Imran Khan saying something? Or do they have audio or video recordings of Imran Khan instructing to attack the military and state institutions? What is the value of this evidence? I've mentioned in dozens of videos that when attacks took place on Imran Khan's house in March and April, his supporters were clear in their statements on social media that if Imran Khan was arrested, they would retaliate fiercely. This was entirely predictable, and it happened exactly as expected when Imran Khan was arrested in a very dramatic and forceful manner. He was dragged from the courthouse and even physically assaulted. So it was understood that there would be a strong reaction from the PTI supporters. The question now is whether these police witnesses are providing evidence that Imran Khan gave direct instructions for an attack, or whether they are just claiming that protests would have happened anyway, which they did. The issue becomes complicated because there's no clear evidence to show that Imran Khan actually instructed an attack. The PTI supporters did not have any weapons. They were simply protesting and faced gunfire from the police. This is a very strange decision. Despite the fact that the High Court's position has no clear direction, it rejected Imran Khan's post-arrest bail application. Along with this, there's a rumour circulating from PMLN sources, reported by Dr. Shahbaz Gill, that Nawaz Sharif has decided to visit Adiala jail soon to meet Imran Khan and resolve all matters. Now, Shahbaz Gill has discussed this in his video, and there are, hundreds of comments below that suggest this is nothing more than a drama. I have my analysis on this too. First, let's examine the logic behind Nawaz Sharif's actions. It resembles Donald Trump's approach. After attacking Iran's military assets, Trump immediately began talking about diplomacy. Nawaz Sharif's approach seems to be similar. First aggression, then diplomacy. However, analytically speaking, I think this could be a public relations stunt because Nawaz Sharif's popularity has diminished significantly. He is trying to present himself as a decision-maker and someone capable of resolving issues through diplomacy and dialogue. It could be an attempt to revive his image within the PMLN base. Their expectation is that either Imran Khan will not meet Nawaz Sharif at all, and he will get an opportunity to say that Nawaz Sharif has shown great heart. He showed greatness. Just like after Imran Khan was injured and fell before the 2013 elections, Nawaz Sharif had gone to visit him in the hospital or once even went to his residence. This will be shown in that context, and it will be said that look at how reactionary Imran Khan is. If the meeting happens, the whole narrative will be with Imran Khan. No one will be there to explain what was discussed in the meeting, and Nawaz Sharif and his party will narrate the whole story. Now let's see how Imran Khan reacts to this. I feel that maybe Imran Khan will not accept the meeting. Now, where the Lahore High Court has cancelled Imran Khan's post-arrest bail, at the same time, an Islamabad High Court bench of 1 or 2 members has accepted the bail of Latif Manan, I think it's Mian Latif, who is an MLA from Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, and against whom convictions were made in cases related to May 9. His conviction has been overturned, and I believe that 11 of his associates also received bail. The reason given was that of the 10 witnesses from the prosecution, 9 could not even identify the accused. Latif and the other accused were represented by Pakistan's renowned constitutional expert, Mr. Baba Awan. Personally, I have doubts that the courts are now just buildings, and perhaps there was not much pressure from the prosecution side. There could have been an understanding about how the prosecution's witnesses should be presented, or the court may have had some flexibility in handling the matter. So there's no need to be too impressed by this development. It's a good thing, but we also need to look at it logically. Let's move on to another matter concerning the region beyond Pakistan's border, India. A news has come from there about the Tulbul water project, which is a dam, and India has started working very quickly on it in the occupied Jammu and Kashmir. India has been wanting to build this project for 40 years. But in 1980, when the entire design was ready, Pakistan had raised objections to it according to the Indus Water Treaty. They said that India could not build it. The argument was that this was not a reservoir, but a utility capacity. It would not block the water flow. It only needed to be filled once. Despite that, India didn't work on it back then. Now India has decided to continue its work on the project, bypassing the objections under the Indus Water Treaty. This project is not too big. It can store about 300,000 acres of water. However, it will create a water lake between Srinagar and Baramulla for transportation. If it's not a huge water project, then why is India working on it? The analysis suggests that India is signalling to Pakistan and the world that they no longer respect the Indus Water Treaty and Pakistan's objections. Before this, in 1998, there was an attack on the project by militants, which halted its progress. Now, what options does Pakistan have if militants once again attack this project or any dam project, as some people in Pakistan's social media have been inciting? Then we will see how India reacts. Now, a very interesting development related to China. A major Chinese newspaper, the South China Morning Post, recently discussed an analysis published in The Times, a newspaper known to be closely affiliated with the Communist Party. This analysis discusses the recent conflict between India and Pakistan, but without directly naming either country. The study suggests that in the recent conflict, a country which was considered weaker and whose system was thought to be inferior succeeded against a relatively stronger country with an integrated command structure. It highlights that integrated systems such as radars, navigation, air force, ground offences and more worked successfully. The conclusion is that the future of war lies in integrated systems. If you combine various weapon systems from different countries, be it French, Russian or American, you won't be able to create synergy unless you have an integrated command system. The implications of this for defence and strategic affairs will become clearer as time goes on. India is facing some more challenges. As the BRICS summit approaches, taking place in Rio de Janeiro from July 5th to 8th, there were expectations that Chinese President Xi Jinping would attend. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who has already set out on a 5-country tour, hoped for a meeting with Xi during the summit. This would follow up on the 2023 meeting in Russia, where India and China were looking to reset their relationship. However, Chinese President Xi Jinping, who has attended every BRICS summit for the past 10 years, will not be attending this time. The Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs has not provided a clear explanation, but has confirmed that Premier Li Keqiang will attend. This has led to speculations about Xi Jinping's decision, especially as new members like Egypt, the UAE, Iran, Saudi Arabia and Ethiopia are joining BRICS. Perhaps China is watching these developments and prefers not to be present at this particular summit, or it may be a diplomatic maneuver to avoid a meeting with Modi. A final point regarding developments in Iran. The Trump administration and Germany's Foreign Office have reacted strongly to Iran's decision to ban IAEA inspectors from inspecting sites. Iran's President Masoud Pezeshkian announced this after the country's parliament passed a decision. This was followed by a backlash from the Trump administration and Germany's foreign ministry. Germany criticized Iran for its decision and pointed out that Germany remained silent when the US unilaterally ended the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, or JCPOA. Additionally, Israel had earlier attacked Iran's nuclear sites, and Germany had stayed silent during that time as well. Now Germany has stated that it will not cooperate with the IAEA unless its own sites are secured. This has exposed the intellectual bankruptcy of Germany's foreign policy, revealing how geopolitically weak Germany has become. Despite being Europe's largest economic power, Germany now seems unable to take a principled stand on any issue. The Zionists have been able to control and suppress Germany's actions, showing how much influence they wield. Lastly, Iran has stated that it is still ready to return to negotiations, but it requires a guarantee from the US that it will not carry out further attacks on Iran. Meanwhile, in the US, in the past 24 hours, Donald Trump achieved a significant victory when the Republican Party in the House of Representatives finally approved his big and beautiful tax and spending bill. This bill was supposed to pass, but there was concern that some Republicans might vote against it. Trump's victory in passing this bill is huge, but the battle isn't over. The Democrats are already strategizing to use this bill against Republicans in the 2026 midterms. Trump faces a long political fight, especially with Elon Musk, the owner of Twitter, X and Tesla, who has promised to campaign against Republicans who supported this bill in the 2026 elections. That wraps up our translation of Moeed Pirzada's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.